Here's what we do with this part of the show. Very soon, the rabbi will give us the word of the day. But Scott, is there one last call to action or word of wisdom you have for our global audience?
Build a better self. Build a better world.
How?
The future is now. How? Walk on that providential pathway. Find your purpose. Understand your skills, your experience, multiply it by service. Walk. Be Theseus. Don't be afraid. Build your comfort box. Rip it to shreds. And along the way, live in a circle of laughter.
That's powerful, sir. I'm going to repeat that. Build a better self, build a better world. The future is now. Live in a circle of laughter. I can't imagine it being any better than that. Was brilliant.
Thank you.
To show you just how people who are very different can focus in on the same ideas, one of my favorite memes is better yourself, better the world, better yourself.
Even better.
When we would complain about others when I was a kid, my father would say, and what can you do to make this better? Let's forget about whose fault is this, and you? And he would just say, ¿Y tú? So, oh, okay, all right. This is so much easier to complain about someone else. I actually have to look at myself, really? That's a lot of work. But I think everyone now has a call to action. Rabbi, do you have a final, the word of the day, sir?
I do have the word of the day, which in fact is dictionary.com's word of the day, which I felt was particularly apropos for our conversation. The word is gorgonize. Gorgonize. So Scott, you mentioned Theseus. If I can remember back to junior high school mythology, I believe it was Perseus who went after Medusa.
Yes.
Now, Medusa was one of three sisters. And the three sisters were called the Gorgons. And if you looked at any one of them, wasn't a good idea. You would turn to stone. And so gorgonize means to hypnotize or petrify. And it occurred to me that we could think of gorgonize as maybe having a slightly different meaning as well. That if we look for the ugliness in people, if we look for the worst in people, then we petrify our own hearts. We paralyze ourselves. We make it impossible to have any kind of healthy relationship, find any kind of commonality. We simply shut the door and we promote the tribalism and we promote the acrimony and the animosity and the bellicosity. I've got my thesaurus out here and now I'm on a roll. One of the foundational principles of the sages is judge every person on the side of merit. Give every person the benefit of the doubt. But you can read it a slightly different way. You could read it to say, give the whole person the benefit of the doubt. Look at the totality of the person, not just focus in on one detail, but see everything the person has to offer. Look at the person's history, look at the person's environment, look at everything that contributed to make the person who he or she is. And usually you'll end up finding that it's not that hard to see the good, to focus on the good, and to find the commonality for building a relationship that helps better ourselves and better the world.